Hello, my name is Steele Norton.
My name is Uzo. We'll be showing you how to do proper body mechanics when you're performing a joint range of motion. So first things first, when you're doing a joint range of motion and whatnot, it's important to have a wide base of support. Try to do less twisting and turning and like stretching your body at the trunk and whatnot. So let's say our patient was in supine, they were laying down. Maybe we were going to do joint range of motion on the knee. For one thing, first things first, you want to make sure that the bed is at a proper height. Say if the bed was too low like this, you wouldn't want to be bending all the way over here and trying to flex the knee and do whatever you're trying to do. Like for someone who's taller like myself, I'd probably want to raise it. So it really just depends on your height. So for me, what I would do, I would raise the bed up to a height that's good for me, so that I'm not breaking my back to perform the range of motion. So once I'm at a good height, like I said, you want to have a wide base of support with your legs. You can do it past your shoulders or shoulder width apart, however. And then you want to just, shift your weight with the patient or shift your weight with whatever. Even if you need to move your feet, you can do like that. The closer you are to the patient, that's better for you. So you can do something like this. You want to avoid, stretching like this or anything like that, or twisting and stuff like that. So you want to shift with the patient. That's the best way to have proper body mechanics when doing joint mobilization, for one. Okay, you can cut there.
And now for a patient that would be sitting on the bed, some of the same body mechanic rules apply. I want to make sure the bed is at a correct height to make sure we're not overstretching ourselves or whatnot. So I'm going to lower this down for Uzo. Another important piece is to have the patient scoot as forward as they feel comfortable, because you don't want to have to reach over the bed. So say for example, we're trying to get some mobilization into Uzo's shoulder. What we're going to do, have a wide base of support. Say we're going this way. I'm shifting with his shoulder instead of doing something like this, twisting or reaching, being too far away from the patient. And just making sure that we're doing the correct body mechanics like Uzo mentioned earlier. And then we cut it. Another very common scenario is having a patient in a wheelchair. When a patient's in the wheelchair, they're a lot lower to the ground. So you don't want to stretch. You don't want to be...
Make sure these are locked as well.
Don't want to be over twisting. So you could do something like grabbing a stool to make sure you're at the same level as the patient. Because also you have to make sure that the patient's comfortable. Say we're doing something with the shoulder, we don't want to reach up here because this is too high for Uzo. So getting on a good level, close to the wheelchair, as close as possible, and doing your movements nice and slow. One very common scenario is, say you're working on knee extension while your patient's in a wheelchair. Say I was performing the range of motion like this. Would you say that's good or bad body mechanics? In that last scenario, I would say that my body mechanics were poor because I was bending over too much. Instead of having a wide base of support, I was reaching too far ahead. So a better example or a better way to work on knee extension would be maybe in a stool, something like this, where I'm close to Uzo, I'm not bending too much, and he's able to get all the degrees that he can, and I'm saving my body mechanics as well. Another possible option to keep your body mechanics good is to have Uzo laying down flat on the bed, raising the table up just a little bit, just to make sure you're not bending over too much. From this position, now I can work on internal, external rotation, as well as some hip flexion, moving with the patient with a wide base of support, and I'm keeping myself safe at the same time.
Okay, just to review, like Steele said, with all around proper body mechanics, you want to keep that wide base of support, try to limit trunk flexion or limit twisting or stretching and whatnot, and then using a stool when necessary or raising and lower the bed when necessary. And that'll be all.